participants of the podcast are either medical marijuana patients or in a state where it is recreationally legal. Two Fried Eggs podcast does not condone any illegal marijuana or drug use or sales.
Yo, welcome back to Two Fried Eggs podcast, episode whatever the fuck it is. Dolph was up on me.
That's 21.
We're legal drinking age, bro. We're good.
Oh my god, that's right. We should have. See, I'm not an alcoholic, so I don't have any alcohol in my.
Just wait till we have our podcast, baby. Whenever 9 months is, I don't know how many weeks are in 9 months though.
I don't know. Bro, I had no fucking clue what you were getting at
right now.
I'm going to be honest with you. I had no clue what you were talking about, and it's 40 weeks, just so you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Is the gestational period of a baby.
Oh,
look at you.
So is that what 9 months is? 40 weeks.
So it's actually 10. It's 10 months.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
It ends up being 9 point something. So it's really 10 months. It's full term.
Yeah.
Don't you have like fucking 14 kids? How the hell do you not know that?
Yeah, like 12 or something like that. I don't know. I lost count after the first few.
I mean, that's a definite. I get that.
Speaking of kids, my son's in the other room right now, man. He not been feeling good, so he's not going he's almost 18, turns 18 next month. But anyway, I'm not going to school tomorrow because he's been under the weather all weekend.
Shit, my family's here. We're on spring break over here.
See, you got your thong on.
I have pajama pants on. You just saw that.
That's right. Yeah, thank God you got more than just a thong on. Holy shit, this would be a totally different show right now.
So when we did the OnlyFans poll, we did get a positive result of that. Just so you know, like
that's true. That's true. Apparently, there's people out there that want to see old fat men buttholes. I don't know. I don't knock people, whatever they're into. You know, I don't judge. I
mean, I 100% do judge, but I mean, whatever. Like,
especially if they're paying me $4.99. Oh no, I'm joking.
Are you saying we're going to charge $4.99? You don't think you're worth the $9.99 or something like $10.99?
No.
No.
Well, it depends. It depends on how quick my butthole hair grows, so I can shave it into different designs and stuff to keep it fresh. You know, keep the show fresh.
Put the arrow going towards like the nutsack and the taint. This way to the fun.
Good Lord. So what's up, man?
This conversation has gotten shitty really fast.
It's good to see you. Good to talk to you. We did a little gaming over the weekend. I actually joined up with you a little bit on your not necessarily your second or whatever stream ever, but your second stream since you've returned back to streaming.
So I only streamed probably 2 or 3 times before I knew that I hated it, and I didn't want to do it. Right. I don't hate it anymore. It's a different experience now that I have had the year hanging out with you. Well, fuck, it's 18 months now, 19 months now, whatever. So I've been very involved in your stream through that whole time. So I've learned a lot watching you and seeing what works, what doesn't work, what it takes to be successful,
I do a lot of that, what doesn't work shit.
But that's okay though. I mean, let me ask you a question. Yeah. Would you have wanted to blow up as big as some of these people, like having the 200 to 300, 400? Well, no, you did. You had those fucking 200, 300, 400 stream days, like that. Where you're at now, though, like that's the thing. Like,
I was killing myself for it, though. Bro.
That's the thing, though, exactly, because you that lifestyle that you had wasn't sustainable by no means.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like you had that instant success. That's why you have almost 8,000 followers on Twitch right now. Yeah. It's because you had that.
Yeah, I busted ass for it, man. It took about a year or so, and then, but I mean, I was going hardcore, bro. Like I said, during that streaming time, I went 7 months on DayZ, 7 days. Well, no, not 7 months, 3 months on DayZ, 7 days a week.
Yeah,
I was doing 6 to 12 hours a stream,
and working.
Yeah,
dude,
working full time and having it was crazy, which is why I'm single. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was going at it so hard that, I mean, among other things, obviously, But
no, streaming ruined your marriage. I get it. It's okay.
Yeah. It was definitely part of it, but it was
that's the podcast name, just so you know.
The streaming is not something
streaming ruined my marriage.
Not something I was willing to give up, man. I mean, it's a dream that I have, and it's something that keeps me going every day because I have this there to say it keeps me moving forward, and it gives me that what if kind of dream. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this all plays out? And in the end, I leave this earth with a buttload of money to leave my kids or something. You never know. I mean, anything's possible.
So that's one thing that you don't see, and I don't understand why you don't see it. You are famous. It's not a large.
I don't know about that, but
buddy, I've see the people, man. Fucking want to come play with you, want to come fucking hang out with you, like, bro, like, there's people that are walking around with fucking shirts and hats and shit with your fucking name on it, and fuck you. Don't tell me that you're not famous. Like, it's not a large following, but it's a following, asshole. That's I
appreciate that, man. It's something I've strived for. I don't care about fame or anything like that.
It's not that. You want to entertain.
I've met some really good fucking friends, yourself included, through all this. And I've met some people who I thought were really good friends and aren't friends anymore. And it just comes and goes. And it's I don't know. It's like streaming is the whole story of life all rolled up into whatever your community becomes. You know what I'm saying? People come and go, and people that you're really close to or build relationships to, you go through, like, not necessarily heartbreak, but where people leave and you don't see them around anymore. And I've lost people, people that have come, and then next thing you know, you hear they've passed or something. It's just a whole community. It's cool. So what do you think? What did you think about your first couple streams since coming back, and like you said, with being a part of my community for so long, and a lot of those guys becoming fans of yours, and not fans, friends, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's it's so surreal. Honestly, it's so humbling to know that these guys, because to me, they're hanging out with you. Even though when I'm there, they're still hanging out with you because you're the streamer. You're not, like, and that's fine. And that has never even bothered me. It's just cool that they treat me the same as everybody else. Like, I was cool with that.
Yeah, you're part of the family.
But I am a part of the family because they're coming to play on my stream with me, talking like through like things that are doing church. Like, it's cool, man. Like,
getting you to shake your belly on stream.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, as stupid as that was, I would have never done it before. But
I wouldn't walk out and do that shit in public or something like that. But to do it it's different when you're streaming and shit, and for entertainment purposes and stuff like that. It's just the way it is. Now, okay. Now, if I was at some goddamn like streaming convention or something like that, and somebody's like, "PG, give me a belly shot," I'd probably
I do it. Oh, I do it in a minute.
I'd be like, "All right, motherfuckers."
Dude, I would do it in a minute, absolutely. But it's just crazy. Like, I just didn't think that I would actually enjoy playing the game and having the stresses of engaging the chat and things like that. Like.
Right.
And honestly, it just seemed so seamless. Like, yesterday, it was so natural for me to be able to watch chat, deal with it, and have two separate conversations, which is what you do most nights, because you're talking shit with sometimes me and other people that are not playing, and we're talking shit, and you're over here having a one conversation, and then you talk about the game over here with the people that you're, man, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, your main thing is because when I first started out, bro, I didn't know other streamers. I didn't watch other streamers. I hadn't been a part of Twitch. I hadn't done anything in the community, nothing. So when I started out, I had a couple friends that I talked to IRL from work and stuff that would come in and just leave me lurks while they went about their business to get me some views and stuff. But I didn't have anybody there at all. So I got into the habit of, from researching and watching how to grow, how to do certain things and stuff, I would just constantly talk about just bullshit. Like, if I was on DayZ, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to go in this house, and then, oh, I found a hat, nothing in there. I guess I'll leave, go over here. Oh, there's a zombie."
It.
Yeah, you're just narrating what you're doing and it kind of building off of that. But then as you get people that, like gaming with you and the rest of the crew and having there's not so much of that needed. you know.
I don't know when I could have done that the other night, like, because Builder was with me pretty much the whole time. Well, Rouse came in at first and was trying to find me, and then Builder came in really quickly after that, and then there was 2 hours of Builder. 2 hours of hanging with Builder and listening to Rouse trying to get his way to us and dying. And then
Dude, I was stoked that we got. That's it. Was funny tonight because I was gaming with Builder as well. If you guys don't know, he's a part of the crew and now part of the Dolphins. So, well, whatever. Until we figure something else out, that's what I'm calling your community. Anyway, we were playing tonight, and I found that fucking gas grenade, and he's all freaking out about it, right? Because they got these fucking toxic gas grenades you can throw, and it releases a gas clouder for you guys that don't play DayZ or whatever. And Builder and I have a history with grenades and team kills. And so he's freaking out, and all of a sudden he drops his plate carrier as I'm looking at zombies, and what do you know? On his plate carrier he had on was one of those fucking grenades, and I'm like, oh, you motherfucker, you didn't tell me.
You took it, though. You took it, too.
He snatched it real quick, trying not to let me see it.
Oh, I thought you picked it up.
No. He got it.
Oh, I thought you picked it up. See, that was no.
I do have 2 of them, though, so I could gas him twice. To his one, I guess. But
yeah, you're not going to gas him like that. Not until he has places to put his shit.
Right. Yeah. Well, you guys, I don't know. I mean, we shoot each other all the time. You've already seen it. You know, it's just
See, to me, I think that needs to. I don't know. It's fun. I get it.
No, it's fun every once in a while, but not every night kind of thing. Because you got to have more than just that. You know.
We gotta build. If we're gonna hang around on that server, I think we just need to build a little bit and have a place where we can stock and redo. Because we're not gonna stop dying. We're gonna keep dying. We know that.
No, and realistically, anything you make or whatever it's only gonna last so long anyway. Because we're not hiding the server. It's just too difficult to do. So most of these servers are short lived, but we'll stay on it until
this one's pretty good though. Anymore. They're pretty on it. Like, you see all those bands coming through.
Yeah. It's been a good server, very good server.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. I thought being on such a populated server was gonna be worse, like for toxicity. Because remember, like in the end zone one, where we were like the 50% of the server, like everybody got super toxic to us really quickly.
Yeah. But that's good fun, man. And it may come to that as we get more people playing, because we got a decent group going now, but everybody's playing at maybe different times. Like Builder and I play in the evenings, and then you guys are on the weekends, and so it might make it not as bad since we're more split up instead of everybody on at the same time.
Like we were before. Oh God.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of people there's still a lot of people that haven't joined back up yet. Like Tack, I think, just joined up. Our friend Tack Stretch, a part of the community as well. He just joined up tonight. Marky Mark hasn't joined up yet. We're getting Papa Dak on there soon, I think, as well. I don't know if Plague's joined up, but yeah, we'll start.
I think Plague.
The more we play on the same server, the more people will start jumping in and whatnot. Yeah. So what did you feel? I saw also with how do you feel about DayZ being the game for you to stream right now?
Which is crazy, because I don't feel like I'm a survivalist player. Like, I'm not, and I do not.
Me personally, I don't think you can say that anymore.
I don't know if I can. Right? Like,
I think that's played. I think that's played its course. I think you are actually a survivalist gamer now, or at least enjoyed playing them. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying from my standpoint.
You're not wrong. I don't think that. But it's crazy. It's not all of them, though, because a lot of them, they annoy the shit out of me. Like, some of them are just, DayZ is just hard enough that I really enjoy the survival side of it, because you can get a little sick. Now, there's some ones out there that, there's some servers of mods that I've seen that they have some you have to do blood tests and shit to figure out what the fuck you have, to take a concoction of 3 different things, and that shit. That to me is too much. Like, I wouldn't be happy there. Like, there's an RP server that Max plays on. Pete Peels plays on it also. There's a couple of them plays on there. I wouldn't go play there because of that. Like, it just pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't mind the sickness a lot, but at the same time, I don't want to feel like every time I play the fucking game, I'm sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like some of the deals up, like some of the servers I played on, like if you get cut once or twice from a zombie, next thing you know, you got blood sickness or some shit. And I'm like, God damn it, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it definitely, he got salmonella, chemical poisoning, and something else all at the same, and the flu all at the same time.
Right.
So he was taking 3 different types of medicines it was stupid. Like, I really like the mods they have on this server because it's all the high tech, like melee gear, like the fucking Boba Fett mask, like the one I had in End Zone.
Right.
That one that I fucking fell in love with. I was like, I love this film.
That thing was pretty dope. That was
it was crazy looking, but that's the thing. Like, and it didn't mess with your vision either, which is really cool. But they have those over there, all this great stuff, but it's not KOS.
Yeah.
And Max agrees with us. He was like, yeah, I would love it to be that, or KOS in areas, like in melee areas or in toxic areas.
Yeah, at least something, bro.
Yeah, if it's not in everyday towns, you got to RP through that and whatever. Okay, cool. But make it so that there are areas that you better go in there and you want to fight. Like, you're going to fight for the top gear because you're going to go in there to get it. Like, to me, that's what I think an RP server should be.
Like, when you're playing Chernarus too, like on DayZ, it's big enough. Like, even like you were seeing, like, we had 80, 90 people in that server, and it's not like you're bumping into people.
You saw nobody today.
Yeah. I saw somebody early at the coast, and I just ran from them because when I first spawned in. But we covered that whole area with more than 70 people on the entire time.
Yeah,
and never bumped into anybody.
You just never know.
And then there'll be 70 people on the next time you play, and you just happen to be running the same fucking spots that half the goddamn server is, and you're seeing people left and right. So you just never know with DayZ, which I think is pretty cool as well.
I love that part of it. It's so random.
It's a good game to stream if you're trying to grow. You know, it's a decent game to stream. There's not 100 pages of streamers that are streaming it. It's got decent views between 3,000 to 5,000 at any given time, sometimes higher than that, especially now that, Summit's been playing it and shit. There's a lot of people watching it. And you can get decently big on playing DayZ. There's, like the top guys, the Running Man, Lax Hawthorne, all them guys are 1,000 to 3,000 people watching them at any given time, So you can get up big enough on DayZ to make a decent, living as far as the job.
It was crazy that when I was looking at the analytics of my stream so far, I had 23 unique viewers last night.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is like tripping me out. Like, cause I know the crew was hanging out, and to me, the average of views was staying at like 6 or 7. Like, I figured somebody would come and go, whatever, a little bit there, but
it's cycling now.
But it's not really what was going on. It didn't seem like, cause there's a lot of people were cycling in and out. Like, it was a lot more than I thought it was. So it was just, it was cool. Like, to me, it was cool. Like, I really appreciate the different people coming through and staying as long as they did or leaving when I didn't. Like, it was cool. I got 3 followers. One of them I actually, Papa Dak, I knew, but 2 others that weren't from the crew. So that to me is like, it's a high. It really, like, you know what it is. Like,
absolutely, bro.
To know that there's actually people that are following me to watch me. It's cool.
Yeah, enjoy it. Yeah, just enjoy it. And it feels like as you start seeing, a lot of them guys popping up over and over again and stuff, man, it's crazy. Like, with Chris and Builder and a bunch of these guys, I mean, there's too many to list, obviously, but all these guys that are part of my community have been around that are now turning 4 years of subs.
Oh, like, yeah.
Four sub to me for 4 years, bro. Like, that shit is wild.
You've been robbing them of their time for a lot.
Yeah, these fucking idiots. No, I'm joking.
You better watch out. They do listen. I know that.
I love you, crew. I'm just playing. I love you, baby.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Oh, shit. But it's a great game to grow on, dude. And you'll find, like, that's where most of my follows, or at least over half of my community that still follows, has come from is DayZ, man. As far as for growing and streaming and everything, it's a great game. It really is for anybody starting out streaming and things. I don't think you can go wrong with it, because if you can get to where you have a couple viewers, you're already, they're only a couple pages down on streamers rather than, 100 pages down if you're playing, or more if you're playing GTA or Call of Duty or some of that other bullshit, you know?
Oh yeah, and I was running 6 to 9 views the other night, so I was probably pretty close to
running 6 to 9 like that, dude. You're discoverable. You'll probably pick up 1 to 2 follows or even more. I mean, sometimes, but usually most of your streams you'll pick up a couple at least, because you're not that far down. As long as you're, you know, engaging and talking and moving and providing some sort of content in the game, whether it's even if it's just running around, at least you're busy and not just standing there. Then yeah, bro,
you know my play style.
You'll grow for sure.
I'm a searcher.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid to go. I'm not a murderer, but I mean, I'm not.
you might be eventually. You never know. Neither am I, motherfucker. I get murked more than I kill, but I've got better, you know. But still, not.
But I will not. I don't actively go looking for a fight. Like,
yeah.
There's no time when I'm sitting there saying, "Holy shit, guys, we should go hunting people." Like that's not my thing. Like, but I've heard you say that before.
Oh
man,
yeah.
We're all kidded up, man. Let's go fuck with some people. Like that's That's what you do, and I get that. And I don't know, maybe I'd feel a little more comfortable when Stretch was here. Like if it's Stretch, Builder, me, and you, I might go. And if I was kidded, like I trust y'all's gun, not yours, but theirs.
Yeah, definitely not mine. Don't trust Builder either. Builder will just shoot you in the back thinking he has a hammer in his hand or something.
Bro, that is so true.
Dude, I ran up on a motherfucking chicken today, thought I had a sledgehammer I was going to whack it with. The next thing you know, I shoot my fucking gun. Wow!
I was watching. That was amazing. Yeah, dude, that was fucking great. I sent my brother that clip.
I think the more that you play DayZ, though, and the more you realize how really not that hard, even on a more difficult server, it's not the end of the world if you die. Then
dying doesn't bother me at all anymore.
You know, yeah. Then at that point, once I get fully kitted up, it's like, okay, like right now, okay, we're on a new server. Like once I get kitted up, I'm ready to go start looking for nails and hammers and things to build with and stuff like that. But once we have a base, once I get kitted up, man, the only thing I want to do is go shoot and fire and play around and either take somebody's shit and take it back to the base or get killed and start over again, you know?
Oh yeah. Some of the best nights were when we were getting raided. Like that was a great fun night.
Yeah.
I died. I didn't give a shit. Like it was fucking great. I had so much. I wish I'd have been streaming that. That'd have been amazing. Like, dude, my heart was fucking going that whole stream. Like it was wild.
Yeah, there's something about DayZ is it's there's not many games I've played where a gunfight gives you that kind in a game where it gives you that kind of adrenaline, I guess, or something like, oh shit, because you'll just be chilling for hours, dude, and next thing you know, all hell just breaks loose, dude. And it's just it's a wild feeling. For people that don't understand, I guess it's just the game knowing like, hey, if I don't win this, then I'm back on the coast, you know? Even if you don't necessarily care too much about it, it still puts a different spin on the gunfights, I think, than rather than like your battle royale where, you know, where you just, if you die or whatever, you just jump into the next game or some shit. I don't know. DayZ's just always been different on
it's
that.
It's a gear fear. Like it's a definite gear fear. Like you don't want to lose your shit. I mean, so, but that's the thing. Like when we had like those bases down, like one of the Chinaris, or where was that?
That was Chinaris, yeah, north of there, where we had the like multi-story base, apartment building,
multiple kits, fucking, like we had 17 guns on the walls. It's just stupid.
Had 5 gates you had to get through to get to the actual where we kept our loot.
It was 6 gates. That's what I'm saying. Like, how fucking secure do we have to have shit? I loved it though. Like,
that's the only base I've ever had on DayZ that never got raided though.
There's no way you could raid. Like, that'd be crazy. If for the bullshit that we had in there, why would you raid it? Like, you could, like, if anybody wanted to see if we were wanted to be raided, they could come into your stream and look at us and be like, these guys have 6 gates for fucking nothing. Fucking bullshit boxes with nothing. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Like,
we had like nothing but just nonstop AKs and shit.
Yeah, like none of the high end gear. None
even care. Yeah, we didn't have any ballistic gear. None of that shit. Just
none of the ballistic gear. Brother, we didn't even have fucking breaching charges. We had like a piece of a breaching charge here, whatever. That like, that's how minuscule and like the shit wasn't even there. Like. Anybody that would spend that kind of resources to come in and take our shit was fucking stupid.
Right. It's still fun though if you can find something. Of course, I don't know. Like when you have that many gates, I don't know if there's rules on this server about different gates or how many gates you can have or nothing like that. I guess if we can find enough code locks, then so be it. But like my biggest problem is like in my DayZ stuff is I've always liked to build like almost like we did on the forest where you're like go out in the woods and you're not in the house and you build all the walls and do all that. And that's not the way to build on DayZ if you want to try to keep it secured. That base right there that was in those apartment buildings, you need multiple levels where you can have multiple gates and so on and so forth, and then put all your shit up top and be done with it.
Oh, like Stretch.
The way to do it.
Fucking did an amazing job.
Yeah,
him and Peels built that, didn't they?
I don't even remember. I know Tack played a part of it. I don't know who else. I mean, everybody helped gather shit, but who knows? But either way, it was legit.
Because remember, we got raided that night. And she went and fucking found a base that was open, and they had like 3,000 or 4,000 nails.
Yeah,
and she just picked them all up and fucking hauled ass. And they went and built.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. She did.
Think of the amount of nails and shit that would need to build that. It was craziness, and that's exactly because every single window had a wall in it.
Yeah, it was like, all walled off. Yeah, completely, all the way to the top.
Yeah, it was fucking insanity.
But we also had a massive group of people that were playing on a nightly basis then. And so, just nonstop running. And like you said, finding other bases and looting that. And by the end of it on that server, we had 3 or 4 different bases at least. That Plague had one, built one, and Mark had built one. Then we had the main base and
the car base.
It was crazy. Yeah, the car base. Yeah.
We had a base for our cars. Like,
just where we kept our cars at. Yeah, that shit was gangster, dude.
Over to the garage.
Cool. Tack was always driving us around. He's our chauffeur and shit.
Bro, the night that we fucking when I got domed, get out of the car. Oh my God.
Yeah. Dude, the times I've had playing DayZ are unreal, man. And that's one thing I kind of want to get back into some of that old school shit, because back in the day when we were playing DayZ, it was like you'd find some shit and I would spend a lot of time running the coast just trying to mess with people or, like find some handcuffs or something and take people prisoner and, do different things. And it was crazy. Like when me and, I know you don't know him, but I used to play with, Big T, you probably know him, but then like Unrecommendable, he's another streamer that we used to run with back then and just totally try to mess around with people. Like he would show up all the time in a dress and we just run in a dress the whole time while we're fucking running the coast trying to fuck with people and stuff. It was fun.
That is pretty good. What was that on, Xbox?
Console DayZ. Yeah.
Console, yeah. See? Yeah. That's the thing. Like you're in a different class now with the PCs. So
yeah. I can't be slumming it on the coast.
We gotta move in there.
Shit. We're trying to take over a server, not just play around on the coast anymore. But shit.
I don't know, man. I like fuck around on the coast. I just don't like killing people for no reason.
No. Because when you're messing around on the coast, like it's just one of them things where you would find a gun. Like we would find a gun and then run down there and try to like take people hostage or, do different. I don't know. You could do different things. Like there was another time where we'd, put cuffs on them or tie them up and then put a burlap sack over the head and cut them twice with a knife and see if they could free themselves and bandage before they died. Like that's kind of fun.
Bro, that DayZ had some fucking creepy ass shit when they fucking first came out. Like I think they had some of the creepiest clips I've ever seen in a game. Like people bound and take their fucking clothes and put hoods over them and shit. Like when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, this is insanity.
Yeah,
like who would let this be a fucking game like that they would actually put out somewhere?
You need to watch if you like some good DayZ streams for one. Well, my personal one that I think is one of the best are
Dolphin Fan Gaming, yeah, man.
Yeah, Dolphin Fan and Bosch Gaming, obviously. But Lax Hawthorne was one that when I started, together, we were streaming together and stuff, and he's continued to grow into one of the top DayZ streamers there are. He puts on a good show, and that's kind of like what we tried to do back then.
He runs a lot.
That was back in the Bearded Britney stream era and stuff like that, where I was doing just crazy shit.
I'm glad he didn't do that though. He doesn't do that, does he? He's not that.
Lax did when he started out. Yeah, when he started out streaming, he did a lot of costumes and heavy drinking as well as myself. And but yeah, when he first started out, absolutely, and he's kind of grew from that now, but. Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of the dress up, costume streams and paint your face craziness and whatnot.
See, I was insanely high last night when I was playing. I had taken 3 of those.
Motherfucker, when aren't you insanely high when you're playing a game? Like that's something odd or
no,
something?
Sons of the Forest. I was sober most of that because I was paying attention because I wanted to learn how to play because I'd never played before. So I was stressing out playing the game, and then it was my fucking first night coming back to stream too. Like, how stupid was I to play that game? Although it was successful because I had some friends came by. They fucking came in. Chris came and hung out. Fucking
saved your ass.
He saved me. He played with my sticks and my stones and everything. It was amazing.
That's the difference, though. See, between me and you is I'm a pro gamer, so I don't ever need saved.
I don't get paid, so I'm not a pro. That's the thing. Like,
shit. Half the time I'm trying to run from myself so I don't get myself killed. I don't even know.
Bro, were you watching after you left last night? No. Were you watching before? It was before you got there? When I was running around the house, I'd open the door and run around the house and come like this.
You opened the door to run from zombies and ended right back up where you just left with the same zombies outside the same fucking house, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? You didn't even move, dude. You just did like a Chinese motherfucking fire drill, bro. It's like straight up Chinese fire drill on them zombie asses.
Oh my God, I know, right? It was so fucking.
Yeah, it was funny shit because I was sitting there watching, and I wasn't stoned. I was chilling, just watching. My daughter was back in the room playing games and stuff, and I'm just like, what in the fuck? This motherfucker ran like a figure 8 around some houses, and then right back to where he was and shut the doors. Like, yeah, it was good stuff, man.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was funny, bro.
So stupid. What is wrong with me?
Oh shit, that's just the way it goes, man. That's just our fried human. Well, 2 fried eggs, man.
Oh my God, it was so funny though. My God. That, and then when you got shot and fucking freaked me out.
Oh, God. Yeah, the builder decided to fucking accidentally shoot me 3 times in the back.
Accidentally on purpose.
At point blank range, dude. So, anyway.
Definitely well, brother, on purpose.
This has been a ton of freaking fun.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you're back to. I'm glad you're. Well, I say back to streaming. I'm just glad you're streaming. I don't know if it's back or whatever, but I'm glad you're streaming. And I'm glad you're enjoying it, brother. And
I got to be honest, man. I was worried about stepping in your world. Like, I really was.
Well, there's just yeah, and I mean, I'll be honest with you. When you first mentioned it to me, there was some worry on my part as well, and I do like some soul searching and stuff because I don't have a problem. Like, I want to promote you and I want you to succeed. You're my boy, obviously. Like, I want to promote and stuff like that. But in the past, I've had people where like they come in and they try to get in real, not saying, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
Just try to come in and get real good with the community. And the next thing you know, they start like streaming. I'll leave or, I jump games and stuff like that. And then when I do jump a game or whatever, then they're like, hey, well, I'm still playing this game. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And so, I mean, there was just that instant, like, kind of stand back type of deal, but I'm not sweating it, bro. Like, it's not like that. I know you're respectful of me and I'm respectful of you, and I'm not even worried about it, homie.
I content creation, man. It's fun. It's great.
Yeah, it's just not having fun, dude.
I wanted to make sure you knew I didn't want to take anything away from you. And that's one of the reasons I stream the day that I do is because you're not streaming those times. I do not want there to be an overlap where
I'll be honest with you. I don't think it would really matter because I think at this point, like, they're going to be like, as far as the BG crew, the people that are there all the time would be lurking in both, I just know probably. They are because they're cool like that. So they're going to be just chilling with both of us anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I don't even really think that would be a necessary issue. The only issue where it really becomes a deal with people that are streaming together and stuff like that is when it comes time for me to be like, all right, I'm done for DayZ for a while, and it's fine to still advertise and stuff, but not to. It's one thing to be like doing your own thing and advertising, hey, this is the game I'm playing, rather than being like, hey, Bosch ain't playing this shit anymore, so why don't you come watch me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where the difference is, where it's just kind of an etiquette thing. But you got it, man. And I'm not sweating that. So
I couldn't even think of something that anytime that I would ever even do that. Like, that's
no, I know.
That's such a dick move. Like,
Right, but no, and I'm just talking, past stuff. I mean, I've had that come around. I've seen it done to other people and things. So that's like, not saying I thought that you were going to do that.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
One of those things, as soon as something like that happens, it's like, you got that fucking whatever. And, but no.
Well, that's why I asked 3 of the streamers that I respect. Like I asked you, and I asked Peaches, and I also asked No Fox.
No Fox.
I asked all 3 of you guys what you thought about, because what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I want to do it one day a week, but also like how you thought it would work. Like, and I got such positive, like, that I should do it, and appeals too.
Yeah, dude, there's no reason not to.
She goes, "You're crazy that you haven't been doing it the whole time." So I'm like, all right, fuck.
Well, if you enjoy it, like if you can actually find, that you enjoy it and whatnot, and you're going to be gaming anyway, then why the fuck not do it? If you're going to be gaming anyway, who cares? And you've got enough people, myself included, that are willing to help you out and back you up and stuff too, that it's just a no-brainer at that point, right? You're already producing podcast content, so now why not try to further it past that, And just like me, I already had the streaming content, but when you approached me about the podcast, I'm like, well, why wouldn't I do it? You know what I'm saying? All it is putting yourself out there more and giving yourself more chances to be discovered, and possibly, if all the stars align, do something that you truly enjoy for even just a portion of your income or something, is pretty impressive. And now you're a business owner.
Yeah. My wife asked me the other day, she goes, if you got big on streaming, would you do it full time? I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do this 8-9 hours a day, whatever, and make it a living doing it. Like
the part that's so hard about it now is the part where you're working full time. You got kids, you got this, and trying to turn this into a full time job is rough. And I had to you see me, I've had to take steps back now, because I put myself in a bad place, because it's rough, bro.
Out, man.
When you're working full time, you got kids, you're being a dad, and you're trying to stream and become a full time streamer, bro. That is a lot to take on. I promise you that. And it definitely causes issues. I mean, there's a lot of sacrifices that take place in a situation like that. So that's why I just had to I'm working on taking a step back. Not that I don't love this just as much, and, streaming and whatnot, but I try to give myself time. For one, right now is to try to, lose some weight and get in better health is my main focus now. So outside of streaming. So anyway.
You're getting it done, man.
Main thing is don't let it take over too much, brother, because you got a lot of other important things that matter as well. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm a long way off from letting it take over my life.
Yeah,
yet,
But
I want to try.
I'm talking to the people listening it too. I mean, you hear a lot of those people that say, if you want something, man, just go at it hard. Don't stop. But you got to remember, there's also other things in your life that you want as well, and so you shouldn't stop those either. You got to balance it, man, and that's something I struggle with. So anyway,
it's tough.
Food for thought if you're thinking about starting to stream. That's all.
Absolutely.
But all right, brother. On that note, I'm proud of you, man. I love you. Thanks for all you do. And Dolphin Fan Gaming, Bosch Gaming. Check us out on Twitch, YouTube, 2 Fridays podcast, YouTube, Odyssey, all that fun stuff.
What is Odyssey? You said that shit today. What the fuck? iHeartRadio. Samsung podcast, fucking, we're on all the other shit. What is Odyssey?
I don't fucking know. I'm just saying things.
Oh, goodness.
Did I sound smart, though?
It did not sound smart. This is how you sound like now.
Fucking hell.
Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe below if you like our content. New episodes dropping every Friday. Stay tuned.